All right, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, first and foremost, I'd like to get all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. The honors to our apostles, great men, stone and rule well. And peace, salutations to the hopeful elect that's doing work of truth and sincerity. All right, this is Shark Bar.
And the Maya Allah.
Yeah, we got an article. It's about 27 days ago, but it's still up to par a little bit. But it's called Europe. It says the untold story of why Europeans enslaved Africans. But in actuality, we ain't Africans, man. We Israelites. Okay. Basically, it said the untold story of why Europeans enslaved Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Better off saying that. You know what I'm saying? So, show them the article real quick.
Kind of. Now I say, select it real fast because my video had ended up stopping and I had to restart it.
Okay.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of the great millstone. All right, toward this word in truth, city, and salutations to hopefully like pushing this word as well.
That's right.
All right. I had to restart my recording, Salakia. So it'll be double on the elder brother Yeshar's. All right. All right. So this article. Yeah, it reads the untold story.
Mm-hmm.
The untold story of why Europeans enslaved Africans.
Right, because they want to know how we came here, how the Europeans, so-called white man, which is Esau, how he brought us over here. Mm-hmm. And people still don't have a clue. Sometimes Jake don't have a clue how the fuck we got over here.
Right.
Excuse my French, but we actually, when we first got in the truth, we told Jake like how we got to America.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly, but you got the peons, Esau. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they brought us here, they brought us against our will, but the Lord, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shai was behind that because, you know what I'm saying, we disobeyed the Lord's commandments.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we came over here. But we're gonna get down into it. All right, go ahead.
All right, and it starts off. It says the history of European enslavement of Africans is a complex and multifaceted story that spans centuries and continents. While many factors contributed to the rise of the transatlantic slave trade,
like the transatlantic slave trade, because understand that all the ships was like transferring from back and forth. That was trading slaves. You know what I'm saying, from different continents. Go ahead.
One of the most important was the economic pressures faced by the European powers in the early modern period. Mm-hmm. It says in the 15th and 16th centuries, European powers began exploring and colonizing new territories around the world.
Right. So I'm going to go to this little definition right here called colonize, right? It means to come, settle among, and establish political control. Okay? So Esau actually did that. You know what I'm saying? He went to different countries establishing political control. You know what I'm saying? Different parts of the world, man. All right? So I'm going to go to the more definition of it. Hold on. I'm going to go up a little bit. It says to take over. All right? To occupy. To seize. All right, to capture. Who he captured? Slaves. He captured Jake. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Put us in, captivity. All right? So basically he did that. He took over, he occupied, okay? All right, it says right here. It says he found, overturned, occupied, take over, seize, and capture.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he actually did all that, man. But they really don't too much know. That's why the question said on the article say why Europeans enslaved Africans, so-called Africans, which is Israelites. Mm-hmm. Okay.
See, the why, the why is because it was of the Lord.
Yeah, kind of. Yep. Yep.
Because we sinned against the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord told us what was going to happen.
Yep.
And
then on top of that, go to Genesis 27 and start at 38. And this why when Isaac told Esau what he gonna have in the future.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and this is the reason why how he colonized and took over, different lands and different continents. Go ahead and read that.
This is Genesis 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Mm-hmm.
Bless me, even me also.
Yep.
O my father.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Right, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. And that's the reason why the colonizing,
Mm-hmm.
all right, the season, the occupying, the taking, the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Esau, began to take over the earth like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in Job 9:24 said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
And the dew of heaven from above. And it also says that he's a man of the field.
Exactly.
And, the field also means the earth.
Mm-hmm. The world.
The world.
Yeah.
And by thy sword thou shalt live.
Right. He says, and by thy sword thou shalt live. All right. Why you think he took over the continents by his sword?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't pillage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't slaughter millions of people
Mm-hmm.
by the sword. Okay. By taking over different countries, man. Colonizing. All right. That's why Isaac told Esau, said you're gonna have the fatness of the earth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Verse 40, and by thy sword thou live. Thou shalt live.
Go ahead.
And shalt serve thy brother.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck.
So he says he's going to have dominion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the colonizing. Okay? And that's the prophecy that already took place. So a lot of people don't know about prophecy, man. Except the elect. Except the men that's doing the work in truth sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I just want you to read that. That part.
All right. Dominion. Yeah.
Yeah, that part right there. The colonizing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, woe to him that increases which is not his.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It said, woe unto him that increases that is not his. So, all these continents, different continents, he overthrew many nations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To take over. Like, for instance, Maccabees 1. You know what I'm saying? How he conquered Japheth. All right? That's a proof right there. He getting the fatness of the earth. Mm-hmm. All right?
Also, you can also say him, like you said with the politicals,
mm-hmm.
he has his embassy in everybody else's countries.
Exactly.
And all the countries that he has conquered, he has literally colonized
mm-hmm.
these places.
Yep. And that's the fatness of the earth that was given. You know what I'm saying? The blessing that was given from Isaac through Yahweh. Okay.
Back to the article.
Yep.
Okay. I'm starting again on the second paragraph, and it says, in the 15th and 16th centuries, European powers began exploring and colonizing new territories around the world.
Mm-hmm.
They sought to expand their influence and control over resources such as gold, silver, and other valuable commodities.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, they faced a shortage of labor in their colonies, particularly in the Americas. European powers initially relied on indigenous laborers in their colonies, but this proved insufficient. Many Native American populations had been decimated by disease and warfare and other resisted European control.
Yeah, because the Europeans, so-called white man Esau, they came over to Americas sick with these different diseases and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's the name of those diseases that he had? Smallpox.
Yep, smallpox.
Sneezing in their face and shit. I wish I had the sign, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the European settlers, the Pilgrims.
Yep.
How they came over here. You know what I'm saying? And colonized this place, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was sick. That was like one of the nastiest Europeans that came over here. All right. It made the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, which is the Gadites,
mm-hmm.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Smallpox,
measles,
yep. Whooping cough,
yep.
chickenpox,
Yep.
typhus, and malaria.
Yep.
bubonic plague.
Yep.
All.
Yeah, man. You know.
Go back to the article. There we go. Thank you. There we go. So like, here we go. All right. Yep. It says European powers initially relied on indigenous labor in the colonies, but this proof is insufficient. Many Native American populations had been decimated by disease and warfare, and others resisted European control. European powers turned to Africa as a potential source of labor and began importing African slaves to work on plantations and in other industries.
It says they began importing African slaves to work on plantations and other industries. So those so-called African slaves were actually Israelites. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and never mainly Judah. All right, because the Northern Kingdom already left Jerusalem. They already went into captivity under the Assyrians. All right, so really talking about Judah, man. All right, so-called Africans, because you know what I'm saying, they came over here. All right.